Over the last few years, one of the rising stars of the self-published and independent comics scene has been Josh Pettinger. Well, now he is officially published by Fantagraphics with his first hardcover release, and that's what we're talking about today. Stay tuned and watch this video until the end. And we're back. My name is Taylor. This is Taylor Talks Comics. Thank you for joining me. I am on the road to 3,000 subscribers and I need your help. So please subscribe if you haven't already. Give the video a thumbs up. Comment down below with your thoughts. All those things help the YouTube algorithm put my videos in front of people's eyeballs that don't know my channel exists. And it goes a long way to help. So today we're talking about Tedward by Josh Pettinger. And this is one of my most anticipated releases. I've been long on the... I've been behind on picking up my Josh Pettinger comics. I know longtime viewer of my channel, Psycho Cleveland, has been beating the drum of Josh for a long time, trying to get me to buy his mini comics and things. And it just, that's why I'm excited about this release. And now I'm a Josh Pettinger fan. I'm going to start picking up anything that he comes out with. It's just one of those things where there's so many great cartoonists coming out. It's hard to pick up whatever. But regardless, we have Josh Pettinger here, Tedward. This is a book that was beautifully designed by Josh himself. And you can see there's some like spot gloss on certain aspects of the cover. And it's embossed on the lettering and the figure of Tedward here and the giant Tedward head there. You kind of see it in the light. And on the spine, we have some embossed and spot gloss going on here too. We have the classic Fantagraphics logo on the spine, which I feel like it was a deliberate choice of Pettinger. If I were to guess, I would guess that Josh was a big fan of Fantagraphics for a number of years and wanted that classic logo on there rather than the new one, because those are the comics he's probably picking up himself. We see the new logo right here as well. And then there's some spot gloss and embossing right there as well. We got some blurbs here for him and on the back. We open it up, we got some in papers here. Looks beautiful. And on the back, we have different in papers, which I always love. It's in black and white imagery. Let me open it up. We got some more artwork there with the title page. And then here's all the mini comics that are included within this collection. So if you've been a longtime fan and you know, someone that's purchased a lot of the mini comics from Josh Pettinger that he's self-published, these are the ones that you'd recognize that will be in the book. All of the indicia, too, is hand-lettered, reminiscent of like a Dan Clowes from back in the day who used to hand-letter all his indicia and things with his thanks there. And then we get right into it. Now, I will say there's no covers, so all the great covers for these mini comics are not included in this collection, which gives you incentive to always support your, self-published cartoonists and independent cartoonists to get the actual full piece. But the whole story is in here. And then we're going to dive right into it. One more design note I want to point out is that the paper stock that Josh chose is a matte paper. And it's like a thick matte paper. You can't see through it and anything. But it's not exactly stark white. It's a little bit off-white. Kind of reminiscent of like what they've done with the Carl Barks library at Fantagraphics, where you don't want that very stark white because then the art will sit on it a little bit differently. And the whites in the artwork will look a little bit differently. So I love that choice. Again, that had to have been a deliberate choice on Josh's part because he is the sole designer. I'm almost certain. Yeah, book design, Josh Pettinger. So he's the only one on the designing credit for this. But I love that. As a fan of and kind of a snob about paper stocks and things, I love that he chose that just a little bit off-white because then it lets the whites in the actual artwork become like its own color. But I digress. What is Tedward about? That's all the nerdy book design things that I like to talk about. Tedward is this awkward, block-headed loser. He's a lovable loser, and he finds himself in all these awkward situations constantly. And just like incredible artwork too by Josh. Like just like pure cartooning on his part. But he has like these wild ideas, and it's very surreal and absurd in its humor and its storytelling. Like in Sex Trousers here, he's inventing pants that will make the act of intimacy easier, which is so just so bizarre. But then it gets him into these awkward situations where those are the only pants he can wear in public, and he's just wearing these. Like, it's just like a fun little absurd situation that he finds himself in with his friends and girlfriend and things. This one actually, Tedward, Vanessa the Tinder cocktease, is all written and drawn by Simon Hanselmann. So there's a Simon Hanselmann strip in here. Hanselmann. Why can't I say that name? Simon Hanselmann is famous for the Megan Mogg and Owl series, which I need to do a video on that because I own all the Fantagraphics releases from that series. It's a series I really love and enjoy. But Simon's a big fan, or a big time friend with Josh Pettinger and Nate Garcia, two cartoonists that I enjoy, which is another reason why I should have been diving into Simon Hanselmann's work all these years, because I'm a fan of Nate Garcia and Simon's. But the three of them do a YouTube channel and video series called Manga Chat, which is really fun. Video series. It's just three working cartoonists literally just chatting about what comics they're picking up and chatting about the process of making comics and things. So you get a lot of interesting insight from the three of them. But so Simon did a strip in here. It's 11 pages, I believe. Yeah, and you can totally see that Simon, or the Tedward character, looks totally different on that one. Here's Warm Television. Again, here's an absurd situation where Tedward his responsibility is to go and collect quarters from people. To operate your television, you have to put a quarter in it, and you have to put a quarter in per, I don't even know if they actually explicitly say, but like if you want to watch a 30-minute television show, you have to put one quarter in. So every week, Tedward's job is to go collect all the quarters from people's televisions. And you'll notice that some people only have a few quarters in there, so they only watch a few half-an-hour TV shows a week. Some people have a lot of quarters because they spend all the time watching TV. And he meets this girl that he becomes interested in who watches the same show as him. And then because the television is warm, she doesn't have enough quarters in it, so he realizes that she's been stealing television. Like, it's just like there's most absurd situations and surreal aspects to the real world, that things that aren't actually real situations that people find them in. But that's just like the MacGuffin in the vehicle for Josh Pettinger to tell these funny stories. And his storytelling is great. It's comedic storytelling as it progresses is hilarious. Like I read this entire book in one sitting without even looking at my watch or anything, because I was just wanting to keep flipping through the pages. It flowed that smoothly and that wonderfully. But yeah, I don't want to give away every story and talk about the premise of each of them, but all I can say is, if this sounds awesome to you, if you're into absurd comedy, dry wit, and I don't know, awkward situations that people find them in, then I think this book is for you. It's incredible cartooning, and like I said, Josh Pettinger is one of the rising stars of the self-published independent comic scene. So if you want to get on the ground floor of this up-and-coming cartoonist before they become, a megastar in the industry, this is your way to do it. But Josh Pettinger, Fantagraphics, this book is $24.99, is out today, so make sure you go and pick it up. And thank you guys for watching. Please give the video a thumbs up, comment down below with your thoughts, and subscribe if you haven't already. I need your help to get to 3,000 subscribers. But everyone, keep talking comics.